Bow, we are live. Welcome to the Friday Live by the Hood. I'm the host as always. My name is Jimmy, joined by my partner in Crown Core. What's up, bro?
What's the dealio, Emilio? Everything good, man? Was really
Man,
good out here.
busy as ever, man. But we here nonetheless, as we are here every Friday. For those watching on the replay, salute to you. You know what I'm saying? For those about to come in, as you come in, let us know who's here though. What's up with you though, good brother?
Chilling, man. My life be taking, my joint like as the world turns. You know what I mean? Like my life is soap opera, dog. But
Everything good
very,
though?
yeah. I ain't never gonna complain. Complaining, what's complaining gonna get me?
This is true, man. This is true. As the folks come in, man, as you come in, do me a favor, hit the like button. Please let us know who's here. You know what I'm saying? We definitely appreciate all the support. I see folks coming in now. Y'all ain't hitting the like button, but y'all coming in. So please hit the like button for me, though. You know what I'm saying? So, how was your week, though, Cole? What happened this past week?
Uh, I mean, up and down in the markets, I was all right. It was all right. Uh, then in the real estate side, uh, I grabbed a couple properties, but one of them fell through. That one actually cost me a couple grand falling through.
Ooh.
Um,
Which one fell through? Was it one up here or one in Texas?
the one in Texas fell through.
Well, that's
Because
nasty.
I was buying a tax sale, and then people actually paid their taxes on the joint. So
Now, let me ask you a question. When that happens in Texas, I know up here, they got to pay you like some points on your money. I don't know how
yeah,
it works down there.
same situation, but it cost me money because I had put some other plays in motion,
Mm-hmm.
thinking that it was a done deal, and it wasn't done. Because they like you know 11th hour came through with the bread, so that was a couple $1,000 pocket shot. Somebody just definitely just shot me in the pocket.
Yeah, that's nasty word.
And then on top of that, I had sold my old car, my blue car
Mm-hmm.
at John. I sold it as is, but before I can get the paperwork to the board that I sold it to, the city came and told it. So that cost me another couple grand because I had to give him his money back. So I took some dirty L's this week. So not,
That's
and not
nasty.
and not even in the market.
You
Like
never pay your tickets, bro. Why you don't be paying your tickets, man?
no, it wasn't even tickets because it been sitting so long. It was sitting in the same spot because the transmission went on the joint. So I
Yo, but
was
you still don't be paying your tickets though. I don't care what you're saying right now. I know you don't pay your tickets, man. What's wrong with
that's
you?
not true. I started paying tickets because it started to become too much of a hassle to go get my car back.
Yo, this
So
dude right here don't pay his tickets, but they end up paying like 15 times more than it would cost us to pay the tickets because he always got to go pick it up from the city.
yeah, but
You know,
no,
it's
this
just
one was
budget.
just because it was sitting so long. So I had sold it to him like a month ago, but the title wasn't here, so I had to go get the title. The title was in my storage unit, which I lost because I forgot all about. So I had to order it from the state, have it sent back. The place that I had sent that I used to send my my paperwork to the state to get my stuff, they lost my paperwork. So they refunded me my money, but boy, the card no longer there. So now I had to refund him his money for the 2 racks that I sold it to him for.
Well,
So on top of so I got smacked for something fierce this week, and that didn't have nothing to do with nothing.
listen, man. All I'm gonna do is shout out our brother, the pastor, man. I don't think he's here yet, but pastor put us on some bags this week in the MDC. His play hit like crazy. Let's see who's in the building with us. Neef, what's good with you? How are you? Jose is here. What's up, Jose?
Here
Romaine is here. Romaine, what's good?
was really good.
Mark, what's up, brother? Mark, salute to my brother Mark, man. Mark, I talked to the cement guy today. We supposed to meet up tomorrow, so I'll let you know what that's looking like. But I appreciate the connect. See, this is what it's about. It's about connects. I said I needed a masonry guy. Mark came through, and that's what it's about. Tay is in the building. What's up, Tay?
Here,
Don, Vidon, what's good with you? Hey, Chaz. Cajon is in the building. No, shout to Cajon and his brilliant daughter, who is a member of our camp. And she just got interviewed recently because they're supposed to be doing a story on us in our local paper, and they interviewed a couple of our students at Kahan's daughter. As a matter of fact, Mark's son was part of that too. I think, if I'm not mistaken, the article is probably going to drop this weekend. They were talking about putting it in the Sunday business sections, which is dope because that's the the huge Sunday paper. So we'll see. We'll see what happens, man. You know what I'm saying? I was out last night with my man Core getting recognized in these streets right here. He like, oh, that's what's Core celebrity out here, y'all.
I'm regular, man. That was from playing ball. That's from 20 years ago when I used to play ball. That ain't even from nothing we did. That's from when I used to wreck cats at the park.
No, man, not the ball, man. Because I ain't never play ball with the ball. He knew who I was too. I said, oh, because I be with Corey.
Beat it.
Yeah, Chad said hard week for you, man.
Yeah, man. Hard week for my pockets, man.
What's good, fam? Millie Block, what's good with you?
Here.
Absolutely. Said Corey got the shine on the ball. He got a freshman. He got a freshman over there.
Man, y'all crazy.
So you said they spoke to us. They spoke to both his kids. Okay, that's what's up. Hey, Mark got some brilliant kids, so I'm hype about that. As does Kahan. So they about to make us look good out here. Yeah, so it will be in Sunday's paper. That's what they're saying. Sunday's paper. So we'll see. We'll see how what the write up looks like.
Philadelphia Inquirer. Download that.
Chloe's dying to get interviewed. She mad. She not winning the Kahoot challenge. No, that's dope. That's dope. We're gonna have some more tomorrow. Though. We're gonna have some more Kahoots for all the kids in the camp. They love the Kahoots, yo. Although I think somehow they be cheating, man. Because I be in there too, but I ain't gonna say nothing. You know what I mean? Like they so fast with it. It's crazy, man.
Fingers be on.
Yo, man, they fingers be
flash.
Crazy. The Kahoot games are just wild, bro. Wow. Yeah, man. So other than that, man, Corey taking big L's, man. What else is going on in your life, man? Everything good?
Yeah, man. I got a GoFundMe going if y'all will help me get back to my my previous levels. You know what I mean? www.dropthatmoneyincorey'spocket.com.
Yeah, man. So it's always something over here going on, man. I'm working on something crazy. I'm actually working on a paper. It's a real estate paper, but I'll keep folks posted as it goes along. But we are always doing something.
What's crazy is I still got to buy another car because the car. So on top of losing.
Hold on though, you had 3 cars.
I had 3 cars.
What you got now?
I'm at 1. I'm at 1 because one works short range, right? So my right because the will be overheating, right? So I said I'm not even gonna get that fixed. I'm sick of it. I'm just gonna go get another car. Then I sold the blue one, and then I got the brand new John, the 2021 John, the 2020 John.
Listen, man. Yeah, you
go get a brand new car. I'm about to get a note again because I'm sick of these used cars. These used cars playing too much. So
I mean, you buying German whips, man. Stop buying German whips, man. You know what I mean? Come.
Yeah. Let me
come back to the dark side. I don't know what I can say, what I can't say, so I'm just gonna be quiet. I'm just gonna say I enjoy the Toyota family. I'm gonna leave it at that. So that's all I'm gonna say. Listen, the glue is in the building. Brianna,
here, what's going on?
Listen, Brianna's class later this month. We already got a schedule. You know what I'm saying? Mystery shopping. That's the one right there.
She's a window shopper.
That's the one right there. So that's coming on the 25th. Jose laughing. He said, "You a whole riot, bro."
Yo, man, my life wild, bro. Like I told you, my life a movie, man. It's just I don't know what kind of movie. Is it a drama?
Is it a horror?
Yeah, a horror movie, a drama. I don't know what to call it.
Is it comedy? Yo, also I just want to shout out our Black Wealth Project family. We had a dope dinner last night. So we went to Amina's restaurant here in Philly.
Man. And I know about that food, man.
I know Mark sent me a message about Amina's a while ago, but we was going anyway, man. So shout to Felicia, the owner, who actually is an old classmate of mine. But it's a dope atmosphere. The food was fire, but them crab cakes though.
Man.
Listen, man, I went home and
getting litty in there.
Yo, the crab cakes were so great that I opened my phone up. I started reading religious texts in the middle of the restaurant. I'm like, I believe now. Like, that's how great the crab cakes was.
We literally bought everything on the menu.
I know. Yo, and it wasn't just me and Corey. I know y'all saying we greedy, but it wasn't just us. We had a whole squad with us.
Yeah.
So we went to join. Our tab was crazy. We bought this literally everything on the menu.
just send us everything on the menu so we could taste everything, man. And everything was on point. Everything was tight, man. I left that joint with a stomach ache because I just couldn't stop eating. Like it was just too much. It was like everything was good. So it wasn't like go ahead.
And it's right in Philadelphia. You know what I'm saying? It's 104 Chestnut Street. It's a black-owned business. It's fairly new. She wanted to make reservations though, because she be having it cracking. She be having it cracking in there, man. Like so, but it was definitely dope. We had a ball. So shout out to Amina's Philly. Shout out to Felicia and our whole squad because they took care of us too. And that, you know what I mean, that was dope. But so Brianna says it's lit, July 25th. So Cheryl's Pearl says, hey, I always want to do mystery shopping. I will tune in. So Cheryl, understand that this is part of our private group, which is why you'll see that scroll at the bottom. For those that don't know what the MDC is, so Corey and I, our bread is by the hood, but we partner with a bunch of our other folks that are in the finance space doing different things, and we've created a whole membership community where we talk about everything. So within that community, you have business credit, you have precious metals, you have stock options, you have forex trading, you have real estate, just regular business classes. We have cryptocurrency, and it's not just myself and Corey. So Brianna, who's in the comments, is one of our teachers as well, who's teaching the mystery shopping class. We got Russell Hughes, who's a crypto expert who teaches crypto every week. We got Chastity, who's also in the comments. She teaches a stock options class and shows the strategies that she uses to make money in the market every day. So it's a bunch of us that have come together to kind of like build this community. And that's what the MDC strategy is. We have another class coming up, I believe the 18th or 15th, something like that, where it's that Spoon is teaching. My brother Spoon was teaching cover call strategies within stock options. So it's a bunch of stuff in there. The business credit class is taught by Jasmine Williams, who's known as Green Real Estate Mom. You can see her on IG or all over the place. She taught a business credit class for us. So it's a bunch of stuff there. My personal property manager is putting together a course now to come back and teach about property management. So we got a lot of stuff that's within our collective group. So
yeah, man.
Also for the parents that have kids in the camp, tomorrow is a great week because tomorrow is all about budgeting, right? So this is something that a lot of people don't like to talk about. Most adults don't want to talk about, but we think it's paramount every time that we give a camp to have a budgeting class with the kids. So this is going to be fun. We're going to make budgeting fun. We're going to figure out how to do that, but we will try to make budgeting fun. But it's a very important class. And most adults can learn from this class that we're about to put together for tomorrow. Because as I look at the rules of budgeting we have, 90% of the adults I know don't follow them. It's a fact. I mean, because for the most part of my life, I didn't follow them, right? Because we can talk about it now, right? So a lot of times when it comes to budgeting, people know how to budget for their fixed expenses and partially their variable expenses. Fixed expenses such as your mortgage or your rent, car note if you have one. Sometimes, the variable things such as your grocery bills, electric, gas, people tend to put stuff up for that. But it's those small things that people never budget for, right? You should have a budget literally just for going out. And whether you use it or not, just let it sit there and build. The one that I always, so when I sit down with people, most of the time when people come to me and say, I need help with my money, right? I'm not a financial planner, and this is not financial advice. But what I tell people is, what do you make and what are your expenses? 90% of the time, they don't have it written down. Even if they know it, they don't have it written down. So I tell people, listen, write it down. Once you write it down, you get a clearer picture of what's going on. Most people have no idea about how much they make versus how much they have going out. People want to skip the gun and start talking about trading options, trading Forex, buying the next shit coin is going to go to $1 billion, but they have no idea of what their income is versus what their expenses are. And that's a problem, right? There's a lot of things that I see online. I don't say a lot about it, but I see it. And one of the things are people who are anti-savings account, people who are all the basic fundamental things that it comes to like building a house. People don't want to talk about the stuff because it's not sexy and it's not fun. They rather jump to, trading, right? But you got to have your foundation set, and that comes with understanding what your budget is. Let me ask you guys that are watching a question. I want y'all to be completely honest with me. Completely honest. Let's see who's willing to be transparent, Core. Core is always telling his business. I want to see y'all tell me this, right? I'm gonna ask a question, and you can write yes or no. How many of y'all watching have a budget and is written out? You have written down how much money you have coming in and what you got going out. Just write yes or no for me. I want to see who's willing to be honest. Because I would assume that most people don't, because most of the time in my experience talking to people, they don't have this written out. But that's where you got to start. You got to start there. But getting to what I was saying, Corey, the one thing that I found is people's coffee. Yo, the coffee game is crazy, yo. People can't live without. I'm not a coffee drinker, but people can live without their coffee, but no one ever budgets for it. So we got a couple people saying they actually have it. So Tay says she has it. V-Don said he has it. Some of y'all ain't gonna answer at all, and that's cool. They say, look, I'm not gonna say no, but I'm just not gonna answer. All right, see, I know it, but it's not written out, so no. I appreciate your honesty, bro. Yeah, you got Brianna, you are not lying. Like I because I'm not a coffee drinker, but I mean, obviously, if Starbucks being $1 billion business,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying all small mom and pop shops that be flourishing, like
yeah, people bought that coffee life.
Yeah, coffee life something crazy. See, Mark's being honest, no, not him, but it's something that everybody should do, because a lot of times what you'll realize when you do that, the reason that's a great exercise, even if you have it under control, because don't get me wrong, you can have it under control without having it written out. Sounds like that's what Kahan does. Like, Kahan's good with his money, so I know that he has it under control. But the thing about writing it out is you'll always find something that, you're like, damn, I didn't even realize I spent money on that.
You know what most people miss? And I know they miss it because they end up paying it without knowing it, which is all of this stuff that they got on
cable
auto pay.
Oh, auto pay stuff, okay.
Right? Because you're like, damn, I didn't even remember I still got this joint.
Yeah, see,
like
Jose,
all your auto pay stuff. Like,
nope,
man, I ain't even gonna lie. I write my budget down and I still be missing auto pay stuff. I be missing auto pay stuff on my budget sometimes. I'm like, damn, where does extra 20, 30, you know what I mean? Like, damn, where does $20 come from? Where the hell that go to? You know what I mean?
And the one that's a variable expense, especially in today's climate, is gas.
Oh, I write the gas. Like, so because I had foreign cars, and then I was, you know what I mean? Like, I had a foreign car with a 25-gallon tank. So I was spending crazy amounts of money on gas. I just stopped driving. I was like, I ain't going nowhere. Hey, yo, my gas bill was getting dumb because in my house, I don't, in none of the houses I got, I don't have gas in any of those houses. I have all electric, everything. Mm-hmm. So I wasn't paying no gas bill. But then on my gas line, I put my gas for my, we had 3 cars. Yo, second biggest bill. Second biggest bill. Wow. Absolutely crazy, because my wife got to move, we got 4 kids, so we moving around all the time.
Yeah.
Then, you know what I mean? Even though she was stay at home, I was going to work every day. Yo, gas bill dumb as hell.
Yeah.
Gas bill dumb as hell.
But I think that, and that's kind of like some of the stuff that we've been working on within our content, within our podcast, are kind of like getting back to the basics, man. Because it's a lot of fraudulent behaviors and just craziness out here. And instead of like just focusing on that, or getting upset about folks that do that, is like do the right thing. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Courtney, who was with us last night, but she's on our most recent episode of our podcast. And she gave us like a whole lesson on wills and trusts.
Man, made me change my whole setup.
After that episode we just had, which aired on Wednesday, my guy Corey had to go change his whole will. But no, it was a very informative episode. And in the video, if you guys watch the video, we actually like pull up a will and go through it. Actually, the will we pull up and go through is Michael Jackson's will, and talk about the right things he did with it. Because so that was a great episode and very informative.
I was looking at how simple his will was and how complex mine was. I was like,
yeah, you like Mike got $1 billion. His will like 4 pages, but it get right to it. It get right to it.
Complex as hell. I'm like, man, what am I doing?
Yeah, Mike get right to it. Right, Mike get right to it. Mike got $1 billion brand.
Yo, his joint was
simple, like a 4-page will. but it did its job, right? And that's what it's about, right?
His
I think
joint,
in life we tend to overcomplicate so many things, bro.
his joint was catch-all too. It's like, look, anything that I don't specifically mention gets caught in this will right here.
Yeah, yeah, but that's the point though. That's the point though. You know what I'm saying? That is the
It was
absolute point.
because Mike had a couple Billy, so he was like, look, that he had some trust. You know what I mean? But his will caught everything that didn't get caught in those trusts.
So
Like,
make sure you guys take a look at that episode because it was very, 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 very informative. Um, and also she talked about how people are out here spending all kinds of money getting trust that don't even need trust.
absolutely not necessary.
Yeah, so dude, so that's definitely a dope episode to check out. The one before that was with Kamara, and we talked about just like fraudulent behavior. So that's kind of the wave we on right now is getting back to the basics, and continuing to do what we do, within the real estate game. You know what I'm saying? What you about to say,
So
Court?
nothing, man. I was just saying, like, even though what's crazy is all the downs I had this week, I feel like I'm up because I still grabbed a property and I still got two lined up, like in my sights, like pew pew. All I gotta do is shoot at them.
Listen, man, if y'all ride through Chester, here in Pennsylvania, every bando in Chester is probably Corey's.
Mind your business, bro.
Start calling Corey the bando landlord. That's your new. Make that your new IG at bando landlord and at
Hey,
bando
listen,
landlord.
man. I gotta start putting my walkthroughs of these bandos that I got. I gotta start putting up that content, man. Because these shits is disgusting, yo. Just to gross people out.
You gotta wear your old G Unit bulletproof vest when you walk through the joint.
You gotta put the army fatigue shirt on over top of it.
Yo, speaking of that, though, I started watching a documentary today. So this is a new documentary series on Showtime about the Supreme Team back in the 80s and 90s, right? And I watched it. Nas is the actual director of this joint. So I thought that was dope. I was like, damn, he actually directed now. So I watched it. But I'm gonna tell you the most interesting thing. I mean, I've heard of Supreme Team stories. The doc is good. But the most interesting thing is, right, like, so you know how Nas is held in hip hop culture, like how he's revered. He's considered like one of the GOATs. So you see him sitting there, and this is as a guy who's considered that guy one of the GOATs. But LL Cool J walk in the room, and Nas turned into like a little boy, like a fan. I thought that was the illest thing I ever seen when you see someone who's already like, you know what I mean? But it's like everybody's a fan of somebody. You know what I'm saying?
mean, because that was the like his, like in the 80s, LL was the dude.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying it was just dope to see because he's sitting there and like, in his B-boy stance, the LL Walker, he like sit up like, yo, I'm fanned out. Like you said it, like, yo, I'm fanned out right now. Like, but it was just dope to see someone at that level, like when somebody else was like, yo,
yeah, man, like somebody who laid down part of the blueprint for what made you great. You know what I mean? Like the late 80s was a crazy time for rap music, man. Like Run DMC put us on in the mid 80s, but you had LL Cool J, Run DMC.
Yeah. I mean, that's part of the golden era.
You know what I mean? Like you had the West Coast with Cube and them, on the West Coast. You know what I mean? Like it's crazy. Like, you know what I mean?
But I thought that was interesting to see. So it's funny because every time I watch content, it could be something else, but all I'm thinking about is like business investing. So I'm looking at the fact that he got an EP credit, a director's credit, and I'm like, damn, it's dope to see someone come from this space and go get money over here.
Because he know what's going on.
No, but it's inspiring to see someone kind of like move in that wavelength. And it made me think about like how many people have like creative things they like to do, but they don't do them because they're stuck in the rat race. And it kind of like made me sad after going through that whole thought process. That's when my brain works. I'm like, damn, that's dope to see him direct.
They don't get a chance to do none of that.
And I'm like, then I start thinking about like our folks. That's all I think about is our folks. I'm like, I wonder how many of our folks like have these things that they're great at, but they don't really get a chance to focus on their passion because they're so stuck on having to do this. And I understand, but I would like to see. I wonder how many things we're missing out on, right? So I never forget reading one of Warren Buffett's books, and he talked about his sisters. And one of the things about Warren Buffett, which is interesting, is he always acknowledges kind of like his privileges. And what he talked about is one of the privileges of being a white man born when he was born. And he thinks about his sisters. He said, because my sisters are way smarter than me, knew finance way more than me, but they were women. You know what I'm saying? Back in those days, who didn't have rights or didn't get the opportunity. Women didn't work on Wall Street then. Women didn't go into investment banking. And one of the things that he says that he thinks about, and it kind of goes along the lines of the thought I was having watching the Supreme Team thing, was that he thought about the world in general and how much the world is missing out on by having certain people from certain groups, whether that's women, black, like how much is the world missing out on? What kind of inventions, what kind of things would we have if more people were given the ability to create? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, we all know, right? Because when the world was simpler and people could create, we got wonders of the world. You got the wonders of the world. So you know what I mean? You got stuff that people still don't know how the what's the names were built. The pyramids. People still don't know how the Great Wall of China was built. People still don't understand. Like, so what I'm saying is when people, you know, when the world was simpler, when it was just, you know, when it was just people, you know, people being able to people, it was, you know, you got great things. And then, you know, when power and money start getting involved and, you know, whatever, then, you know, you start to get less good things. You get the dark ages. You start to get, you know, once you start having too many wars and people start dying off, you start getting the dark ages because people start worrying about survival instead of, you know, artistic things and scientific things. People start to look at things in a way where, damn, like, how can I survive this instead of, you know, create things that the culture, you know, that any culture would need.
I'm making it my business to just create in general, right? I'm telling y'all, one of these days I'm gonna leave real estate alone altogether. I'm gonna become a full-time food talker. I'm just gonna go to brunches and take TikTok videos, man. I'm telling y'all right now, it's gonna happen. I'm working on my craft as we speak.
Something that you will never hear from my mouth. That's my guy, but that is something that you will never hear from me. That's never happening.
I'm gonna be full-time. I'm either gonna be a full-time beach bum or a full-time food talker, man.
And both things can be true at the same time, bro.
Listen, man, Brianna, like, what? Leave real estate? Listen, Brianna, I'm telling you, one day, I'm just going to listen, man. I'm gonna spend all my time on a Jamaican beach, barefoot.
My ties in hand.
Listen, man. Drinking a Coke Zero with grenadine. You know what I'm saying? Tasting.
Why would you put all that
finish,
sugar?
Man, I ain't finished setting the scene to y'all, man. This is what I'm gonna do. This is what I'm gonna do, man. Man, I'm be on the beach. You know what I'm saying? I think, I honestly think Coke Zero, but that's a long story, man.
Why would you put all that sugar in a Coke Zero?
It's not all that sugar. It's a hint of grenadine. And by the way, you can get Skinny Mix, which has no sugar in it, but I'm not getting into that long, drawn out discussion. That's grenadine too. Anyway, this is the goal. On the beach, barefoot, you know what I'm saying? You know, sipping my drink of choice, tasting 6 different types of cheeses, you know what I'm saying? Listening to my High Five versus Drew Hill playlist. And that's what I'm going to do my whole day. I'm just going to sit around and listen to that all day and just be chilling, man. You know what I'm saying?
Drew Hill.
She said, well, that's right. Leave real estate. Coke Zero, though. Listen, man, I'm just being honest with y'all, man. Either that or I'm going to be a full-time food talker. I'm just going to go around the world, like, taking TikTok videos of different places, man.
Of amazing food all over the world.
Yo, I got a terrible TikTok addiction, yo. It's bad. It's bad.
Yeah, I'm not on TikTok, and it's because of that reason. Because everybody else I know is addicted to it.
I know it's bad. It's taking up my YouTube time almost, and it's crazy because I can't even tell you the one thing I watch, because I watch pretty much everything. Stuff about music, movies, food, sports. It's like damn near TV. Anyway, I've talked about that enough on here. I'm just saying, like, it's a bad addiction, yo. I see why the kids get addicted, and you know their brains aren't even fully formed, so they're done. They got them already. They got them.
Yeah, that's why I gotta take phones when they come in my classroom. I just gotta take their phone because they'll sit there.
Swipe.
Yeah, all class. All they be doing is swiping. They get nothing done. They don't learn anything. And listen, the pushback I get on that is crazy.
Here's what's interesting though, right? So there's a group of like teachers that instead of doing that, They've actually embraced it and used it to teach. And I find it interesting because you're like going their comments and see their students. I'm like, oh, that's interesting. So they went the other way with it, like use it as a tool.
Yeah, I'm not getting involved in that.
Yeah, that's not your ministry.
No, not at all. And I'm not mad at them for doing that, right? Because anytime you can incorporate something that makes them, what I mean, that will get them to pay attention, I'm never going to poop on that. But I'm not going that way. It's like, but my thing is when I get them to give their phones up, it's like taking crack from a junkie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's crazy. Like, yo, I would have kids refuse to come into my class and go home for the day before they give up their phone.
Yeah, I was talking to a dude from my old neighborhood who just came home from doing like 20, right? And he told me, he said the craziest part to him of everything he experienced to being gone for so long, he said is when he sees people FaceTiming. Like that just blows his mind. Like he's still learning how to use like a
Technology.
smartphone. Yeah, but he said that like blows his mind. And he was like, one of the things he said to me is like, I can't believe how addicted to their phone people are. I said, but that didn't happen overnight. You missed a whole wave of Nextel
different kinds of technology that made it that way.
Yeah, we led up to this. It didn't just happen overnight. You know what I'm saying? You missed. Think about being gone from for 20 years.
And then come home and then everybody face down on the phone. Face down at anything 25 years ago get you robbed.
I mean, it's still happening right now.
It still is, but what I'm saying
No, I understand your point.
It wasn't common. So like when I was a kid, I had headphones on, but I had them joints off my ears so I could hear what was going on around me. I couldn't have my headphones on my ears.
To this day, when I got buds on, I'll never wear two.
Yeah, like I can't, you know what I mean? Like I had to be fully aware of what was going on around me because, jam boys, that's the first thing they look for. Oh, you unaware? Let me go get him right there. That's not paying no attention to nothing that's going on in the world. Yeah. Then on top of that, then you had, you know what I mean? Like people was out here doing all kinds, like, crack was, I grew up in the crack era. So crackheads are run and shoot your pockets. I told Jim the most expensive chain I ever had, I had that joint for all of like 4 minutes. I bought that joint.
They caught you coming out of the jewelry?
Caught me coming out the jewelry store. I bought a cubic Cuban link joint with diamond encrusted Cuban link joint. Like I ain't even gonna tell you how much it cost because it made me cry when the boy stole it. So I'm coming out the store. I had the joint on for all a couple minutes. I looked in the mirror and everything. I come out the store, snatched off my neck as I'm coming off the store. And the craziest part, where the jewelry store used to be at? Right there at 13th and Market, right there by the municipal building. Mm-hmm. Right before you make that turn to go to the municipal, it used to be a jewelry store right there. That's exactly where I bought the joint from. Got snagged off my neck.
Yeah, I mean, that still happens. Like, so yesterday, when I pulled in the lot, when I was waiting for y'all, I was just sitting in the car, like, peeping everything. And I'm just watching, and it's literally like zombies. People are literally like this. Like, literally looking down on their phone, like, it's crazy to see as you just sit back and peep. I'm like, yo, everybody. The craziest part is people are so addicted to their phones, they be doing that while driving.
Yeah, they be wilding. If you notice when you tried to text me yesterday, you couldn't get me because I was driving.
Yeah.
When you gotta call me and then I put you on the joint. I click the button and put you onto my speaker joint on my car so I could talk to you. I turn my phone face down in my car so I don't even look at it.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, you see it and you see people like really engrossing their phone. It's crazy to see. It's absolutely crazy to see. But again, all right, so taking it back to investing, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, as an investor, as someone in business, you got to figure out like
Samsung and Apple.
You got to figure out how to benefit from that, or you can go to the chips, right? Who's making the chips?
You could go AMD, Qualcomm, Nvidia.
But I don't see that changing anytime soon.
Yeah, man.
We got a comment from Lance. Lance says, "And what's good, Lance? How are you?" I don't see how people be running down the street with headphones. Come in my yard, maybe, but outside of that, nah. Yeah, that's some inside. I thought the same thing. He said, I said the jeweler hit that button like got him.
But that wasn't uncommon. I was just being extra, flamboyant. You know
No,
what I mean?
I used to feel bad for the sisters. They catch this running by and grab their
Dangle
earring.
earrings, snatch the earrings
Boom, right
out of
the
their
air.
ear.
Yo, Broad Island used to be like a hub for that.
Man, so did downtown. So I never really was at B&O until I went to Central. But
Yeah.
I was downtown. Yo, I watched so many chicks come out the store with the bamboo earrings, at least 2 pairs, and get them joints snatched out their ears as they walking out the store. Like before you could even look around the peep your surroundings, somebody haul ass in full speed and come snatch your joints right out your ears, yo.
Mm-hmm.
I see so many women laying on the ground crying, the joint split because somebody didn't snatch their ears. You know what I mean? Like, damn, yo,
crazy times, man, crazy times. And we good, Lance, we good. We
yeah.
just
I'm taking donations though. Shit, this week been a bad week for my pocket, and the crazy part, it had nothing to do with the markets.
Listen, we about to give some Bitcoin away in a minute so we can get out of here and get some work done for this camp tomorrow. Bottom line, listen, make sure you subscribe to the podcast. Do that on YouTube, Facebook, the audio podcast, wherever you listen to it at, whether that's Spotify, Google Play, whatever that may be. Make sure you definitely take a gander, as they say. But the funny thing is, I'm sitting there like, I don't even remember if I shared this with our group. It's the fact that we're live now, but it is what it is. I don't care. For the folks that are here, y'all here with us every Friday anyway. So I'm ready to give away some Bitcoin. What about you, Corey?
Yeah, man, let's go. Let's get them ones in the air. Throw the ones in the air. Throw the ones in the air.
We ain't gonna play around with it all night, man. We got work to do, but yeah, throw your one in the air if you're looking to be put into our wheel of names as we do our Bitcoin giveaway. You know what I'm saying? We got the bando landlord in the building.
I am trying to grab every bando in the city though, bro. I'm not even gonna lie.
The bando landlord.
Yeah, me and my wife was online last night. We found 211 properties within 2 miles of us that's owe back taxes. They all about to get scooped.
I was in a couple cribs yesterday. I looked at I walked through 4 yesterday. And the real estate is interesting because every time I do this, I just get astounded by prices. So yesterday I was in the 19138 area, like West Oak Lane.
Yeah.
For the folks that may not be from up here. And I'm just looking at these prices in the twos, and I'm like, I remember these joints was 30, 40, 50. And the funny thing is when I say that, people are like, yeah, like 20 years ago. No, not 20 years ago. Like, it's crazy to see over time how things just get higher, man. With all that being said, I'm not trying to
I will not be paying anything like those prices, bro. I will be paying 3 or 4 digits for those houses.
No, I understand that, but see, it's a difference though. It's a difference.
Yeah, because the value is not the same. So
yeah, the values over here hold. You can finance them, and you go back in 5-10 years, they're gonna be 4 or 5. That's the difference.
Yeah, but if I get enough of them joints and do it, I'll raise the value of my own prices just by doing the whole neighborhood.
It ain't gonna be the same, bro.
It's not.
It'll never.
I tell you this. My ROI on those
here's why. I'm gonna tell you why. Just based on
cash flow.
Well, not even just cash flow, just like real estate economics. Like the intrinsic value will never equal. It'll take you so many, and then by the time you do that, what's going to happen is your risk will go up so much that it's not even worth. So if you do the full analysis,
I'm still buying every bando that.
No, I'm not telling you not to. I'm just telling you how the thing works. That's why sometimes people actually do better with less properties than more properties. People have this thing where they think they have to have more, and it's about quality, not quantity necessarily, right? You can buy 600 properties. I could buy 2 properties, but if I buy for the right price in the right area, I'm going to do better than you.
You are. That's like if you buy in Los Angeles, or if you buy and if you buy in Los Angeles, in the Los Angeles, in the county where Los Angeles is at, or you buy, you know, in some weird ass El Segundo somewhere, you can buy 50 properties in El Segundo. If you buy 2 in Los Angeles, you probably end up with more value. It's
Just don't leave your wallet. And by the
yeah,
way, for those that are not in the MDC, if you take the real estate valuation course that we have back there, that's an ongoing live course that I'm teaching in class 2, actually talk about this exact conversation.
yep.
Why buying in certain areas is better than just having a bunch of properties, right? So that's in part 2 of a real estate valuation course. It's about buying in the right areas that have a
Yes,
lot of.
indeed.
Yeah. So we got a question for you from Daniel. He wants to know if you're using the
The
software.
internet, the software I'm called the internet. I just go right on the county website, pull the information straight down off the county website, and put it in. I got a Excel
Mm-hmm.
spreadsheet. I don't do anything that anybody else can't do. I just know what I'm doing. I know what I'm looking for.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, Daniel, hit up Core. Hit Corey up. Peace. Oh man, appreciate that. Tweet Talk. Actually,
Appreciate y'all.
yeah, just listen to one of your podcasts. I thought the title was fire too. It was like something like "Do what it takes." Don't do your best, or do what it takes. But the episode title was fire too, because I understood exactly where you brothers were coming from. Dope episode, but I'm still tuned in to the Tweet Talk podcast. Appreciate you for the comment. And the summer camp is going well. Moving into week 3 tomorrow, so that'll be dope. And shout out to all the students, man. Listen, the students that we got before we get ready to do this giveaway, the students that we got are brilliant, yo. Like they're brilliant. They're from all over the country. Kenya's son is a genius. He's amazing, yo. He's amazing. It's a lot of them that are stand out. I don't want to start naming names. Like Mark's son is in there. Mark's son is a genius. Now is there. But the one kid that be having me crying, man, is the young boy Gabriel. I don't know whose kid he is, but he's amazing, yo.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah,
he gonna get us all booked though.
Yeah, man. He one of the kids who's so smart. He be scaring me. I'm like, either this kid is gonna be a billionaire, or he's gonna be a super.
He gonna be Lex. He gonna be Lex Luthor. He gonna be Lex Luthor.
Or both. Or both.
Right.
Yeah, or both. But he's an amazing kid though.
Right.
He's an amazing kid. Yeah. So budgeting is budgeting is all right. So Tay said Gabriel was my friend's kid. Yo, Gabriel was amazing, yo. I don't even know the kid, but he's amazing. Budgeting is next week. Week 4 is the stock market, all into the stock market. Week 5, we have Link Green coming in, who's a professional in the crypto space. He's going to teach you crypto. And then week 6 is real estate. So that's what the rest of this camp is going to look like. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is. But appreciate that. And Tay, whoever your friend is, tell your friend that, yo, we absolutely adore Gabriel.
Yo,
he's amazing.
Man. He's
amazing. He be having me dying.
Man.
And the thing about these kids, which is amazing, is how well spoken they are. There's another young lady who's like 5 or 6 years old, and she's just well spoken. I'm like,
she be putting it together.
Yeah, I'm like, damn. You know what I'm saying?
At 5, all I was worried about is freeze pops.
It's crazy because yeah. That's it right there. Don't do your best. Do what it takes. That's what it's about. Do what it takes, man. I was having a conversation earlier with someone about like destination addiction, right? So and the conversation was about people falling in love with like this idea of destination, right? So they're always like, things would be better if I get this next job, or if I get this next this, or now if I just get this. And they're never happy because they have destination addiction. They always think this next thing is going to make them happy because they're never looking within. But, I'm not trying to get on my my Bishop TD Jakes thing right now. Hey, Lorraine, what's good with you? Let's get these. For the folks that are just tuning in, we got a number of folks who've already done so. We're getting ready to give away some Bitcoin, free Bitcoin. All you need is a cash tag. Send us your cash tag. We'll give it away. We're going to give away 2 people $25. All you have to do is put a 1 in the comments, and we'll enter you into the raffle. We're going to give 2 more minutes. If you want to be a part of this giveaway, put a 1 in the comment section. We will add you.
Throw your ones in the air. Throw your ones in the air.
Before we get out of here, we definitely want to do this giveaway. So we got folks putting their 1s in. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. So the camp is always amazing because one of the things about the camp is the energy that it helps, and it's the Coney Island syndrome. Yeah, it's the destination addiction. Yeah, it's that the energy and what I learned from the youth. First of all, about the brands and stuff they like. They was getting ready to attack Corey the other day though. Corey started attacking like
Yeet.
yeah, he started talking about Yeet. And for those who don't know, for those who are our age, Yeet is an artist that kids adore.
Yo, I
And
said Yeet was trash, and they was ready. They was calling me all kinds of names in the chat, yo.
oh yeah, they got in the chat. They was ready to cook Corey.
They wasn't ready to. They was cooking me. They
Oh, they
was
did
like,
cook you.
yo, like they was like Yeet over Mr. Corey, Yeet over. Yo, they was
Yeah,
going
he
right
attacked
at
one of
me.
the artists. Like, and the funny thing is, I gotta like how I found out about Yeet from my nephew. But then when we taught a group of kids here in the city, they all love Yeet. We did this survey just to ask them like some of their favorite things, and it was only two artists. It was like 30 kids. They had Yeet and Lil Durk. That was it. And Lil Durk I've heard of. So I'm like, well, who the hell is Yeet? Apparently, the youth know who he is.
Yeah, man, because they was giving me hell.
That's the interesting thing about the music business too, right? And I see the ones coming up. We can give like 30 more seconds. Last night, when I left you guys last night, I was riding in Center City, and it was like this venue where they have like concerts at. And when I say this joint was packed, bro, this joint had lines wrapped around multiple corners. So obviously, I'm like, well, who the hell is here? And I looked it up. It was a group called like something H8 or something. I never heard of the group. It's like a hard rock band. And it's funny because the business side is crazy. You can make millions of dollars without anybody knowing who you are. If you find your
If you
people,
good locally, you can make
listen, they
dollars
found their
locally.
tribe. They're not even a local band. They're from somewhere else, but they were in town and they had this thing wrapped around the corner. I was like, that's crazy because they're not like a
Mainstream band.
yeah. But I'm like, yo, they was charging like $45 a ticket, bro. They had like several thousand people there.
I'll take
Anyway,
it.
yeah, I'm like, damn, that's dope. Yeah, so Lorraine is Yeet, Yeat, is it core?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Yeat, Yeet. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, and Neef was in there too, so they was cooking Corey's biscuits.
Yeah, they was.
Yeah, they gave you all the business. They
They
was
was
like,
angry.
you will not talk about Yeet. So, all right, so let's get to it though. Let's start putting some names on, and we're gonna do this giveaway, man. We appreciate y'all for the support as always. Let me pull this up. Wheel of names, it is. All right, so Core,
Yep.
start from the top. Give me some names. Make sure I don't mess nobody spelling up. Who we got?
All right. Tay. All right.
Yep.
Kahan. Chaz. I guess Neef. I guess that's your family. Angela. Romaine.
Yep.
Lorraine.
Uh-huh.
Dan.
Who?
Dan.
Oh, Dan. Okay.
Okay. Tim.
Tim. Mm-hmm.
I lost my track. All right. Tim. Michael.
Okay.
Mac. Brianna. The Glue.
Okay. I thought you said Rihanna. I was about to say, oh Riri here.
Cheating ass Don. Jamil. And that's it.
All right, cool. Am I missing anyone? I know I'm missing someone. I know Raphael's name was in here from Tweet Talk. I know that he had. So we got you are
put
missing
up
a whole
one. Angela, did we get Angela?
Yeah, man. We got Don. Yeah, so
Angela Romaine.
yeah. Let me put Raphael. I know Raphael was in there. I remember seeing his name. Let me put him.
Tim Michael. I don't see Raphael. I don't.
It's in the Tweet Talk.
Oh yeah, there you go. Yep, I'm sorry.
All right, so I
Don
see
put his name in there 4 times. So
oh yeah, that's because Donna here trying to cheat. Hold up. Is Mark's name? Yeah, is Mark in here? Did you say Mark when you? I thought you said Mac. You said Mark.
Mac and Mark.
All right, so I didn't hear you say Mark though. Where's Mark at? You didn't say Mark. I'm gonna put Mark in here. I know Mark is here. Listen, if we miss your name, let us know. I'm about to read the names off before we you know, before we So we got Tay Kahan, Chaz, Neef, Angela, Romaine, Lorraine, Dan, Tim, Michael, Mac, Brianna, Cheating as Vidon, Jamil, Raphael, and Mark. Let us know if we missing anybody. Mark put his whole government in there and make sure we ain't missing no.
And for the record, I'm still buying Bitcoin every single day. Like, don't let them shake you out of buying Bitcoin. Don't do it.
Yo, I saw today, right? So one of the things that's interesting about Bitcoin is the fact of the network, not the coin, but just watching the network and watching purchases. So if you want to know, as I do, you can literally watch every purchase of Bitcoin. So I was looking on the different transactions coming through. Somebody today was buying like $1 million every minute for 3 hours.
Damn.
Had to be an institution. You can't tell who it is, but no one does that. It had to be. They spent over a couple billion. They spent a couple $1 billion today buying Bitcoin. So I'm sitting there like, who the hell is doing this? But that's one of the more interesting things is like watching this thing play out, watching it actually happen. And I'm sitting there like, no one's going to talk about this. I mean, I saw the price go up too. So the price action was like, it was reflected in the price action, but you could literally see the transactions happening. I said, yo, this is insane. Anyway, with all that being said, let's get ready to spin. Listen, folks, appreciate all the support. Check out our most recent episode with the Ivy investor, Courtney, the blue check legend. That was a pretty dope episode about wills and trusts. Let's spin the first name right now. Corey, you ready?
Yep, I'm ready to rock and roll.
All right, let's go get him.
Good. I'm about to put Tay as a cheater too. She went there really quick.
All right, Tay, you win. Tay, don't forget, shoot us the inbox. We'll get it to you tonight. Shoot us the inbox. Myself personally, Corey, whoever, Instagram, Facebook, however you got to get to us. Give us your cash tag, and we will send it to you this evening. Congratulations, though. We'll send you $25 of Bitcoin. Corey, you got anything to say before we do our last spin, good brother?
No, man, just be good to each other. You know what I mean? Take care of each other. That's all.
And listen, if the article drops this weekend, you will see me going crazy about the article because I'm very appreciative, more so than anything else.
Yeah, man.
About the opportunities that have come to us, and some of the things that that this is going to provide for us as well, because this is going to put us on a whole other level. So basically, in the words of Marlo, man, the price of a brick going up. So let's see. Mark says froze on his end. You froze, Corey? You good?
No, I'm good.
I'm good too. Look at Mark making excuses because his name ain't hit. All right, let's see. So Brianna said
the recording
from this week coming to me, no doubt, and I'll get it up ASAP Rocky. So we're gonna get that in the back office. All right, so this is the last one, man. But listen, so tomorrow, if it hits the internet, like I think it's going to hit the internet tomorrow in the physical paper, because there is still such a thing as a physical paper on Sunday. So y'all going to see me all on y'all timelines going crazy. So I'm just warning y'all right now. I'm just warning y'all. But I also want to say thank you. Because
who the F is this paging me at 5:46 in the morning? Crack of dawn.
Lorraine, thank you.
Now I'm yawning. Wipe the cold from my eyes. See who's this paging me and why.
Chloe wanted to I told her she needed to talk more. Tell Chloe when she comes in tomorrow to make sure she makes herself heard. We definitely going, we want to talk to Chloe too. We definitely want to talk to Chloe. But no, so tomorrow is budgeting. Like I said, we'll talk to y'all. Let's do this last spin though. Let's do this last spin to get this other winner. Good luck to everybody, but here's our last spin of the evening.
It's my pop from the barbershop. Told me he was in the gambling spot. It heard the Angela, Miss Wims, Angela Wims. If you make sure you hit us up.
All right, so all we need. Shout out to Tay. I just saw my tab blink. Tay already sent the message too. So Tay, you look.
Bling,
I,
bling.
but I appreciate that because I was getting ready to say, make sure everybody say Angela right there in the chat. Angela, shoot me a message. You can shoot it personally. You know what I'm saying? I'm Jimmy Williams on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna see me with all the food talks. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go drop another food talk on my timeline right now, man. Y'all gonna get this content, man.
Y'all gonna get this work.
They call me Spike Gary Gray out here, man. I'm out here editing. Like, anyway, let me see. Now I got a game tomorrow, so he'll come on late. It's all good.
Listen,
it's all good.
it's
I'll
all
shoot
good
the
in the hood.
replay out there. You know what I'm saying? Out here living this fate. Listen, I'm proud of now, man. Now I'm getting in the hoops now, man. Like, that's what's up. That's what's up. That's good to see, man. And shout out to you, Mark, for keeping him involved in all kinds of stuff. You got him playing ball. You got him in finance. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it's about, man. You got to keep him out of this nonsense going on here in the city. It's a damn again.
Right next to
You was very close again. If you keep coming like right next to you, man. You win the Susan Lucci Award. I want to interview y'all about the ownership summer camp. It's halfway over. It's all good though. Listen, shoot us an inbox on Instagram or Twitter or something, right? As a matter of fact, I'll shoot you a message right now, Tweet Talk. I'll shoot you a message. We can still come on and talk because one of the things is what our camp is like. We have it every year. And we're always looking to engage the youth in terms of like building up a list to talk to folks. So we always willing to talk about it because one of the things that I think is missing a lot, and we talk about this even when we did our interview for the paper, is we're trying to replicate what we do. This isn't about us. We're trying to show other people how to do what we're doing. So because we want camps going on all over the country, all times, a year, because there's so many talented people in the finance space. We want everybody doing what we do. We have a formula of how to get kids there. How to create the workbook, how to use the Zoom, how to do the whole thing. But now we want to replicate that. So we always want to talk about that. So I'll shoot you a message. We could definitely make that happen. Congrats to Tay and Angela. Angela, make sure you send that message. Tay already got it done. Appreciate you, Tay. Everybody else, check out our podcast, By the Hood. All podcast platforms. Check us out online. Like I said, we got that article dropping this weekend. So y'all going to see me going crazy on y'all timelines. But we appreciate you. We love you all, and thanks for all the support. We can't do anything without you, so have a great weekend. For those in our private group, class starts Sunday at noon. Our options class is Sunday at noon. We'll see you there for those in the group. Those that are in the group, we'll talk to you when we talk to you, but we appreciate y'all. Peace.